Well, good morning, guys. Welcome back to Poorboys little homestead / Papaw place. Guys, today's video is gonna be a little bit different. I got out here yesterday and y'all see I was harvesting me some mustard greens, tender greens for my supper, and some salad for my dinner. And lo and behold, I got a phone call and got distracted and had to leave and didn't finish my video. So it's gonna be pieced together with some stuff that I done yesterday morning, some clips I was just recording. And then I was just gonna show y'all a little bit about the garden to see what it's looking like right here at the first week of October. And everything is starting to come on good. But here's these 2 tomato plants, guys. Look how much they're growing. Now, if y'all remember, I told you I put these in a pot, because I want to have 2 that I can put in my greenhouse. Well, when I did that, them fig trees done so well. If y'all remember, them are them fig trees I got from the cuttings from Mr. Buddy. And when I brought them home, I set them in these little pans, and all I do is keep them pans full of water, which I'll put water in here again this morning. So I said, well, why don't I try that with these tomatoes? Well, I set them in that same little pan, and all I do is keep that pan full of water. And look how them tomatoes is growing. Now I'm going to take you out here and show you the same variety tomato plant that was planted in the ground the same day I put these in the pot. And y'all look at the difference in them. So these little tomato plants right here ain't near about as good as them over there that's doing their self-wicking. And like I said, I just keep that pan full of water at all times over there and just let them keep their self-wicked. But also, I don't know what happened. In the last 2 or 3 days, I'm losing 2 of these Florida 91s down here. I don't know what happened to them, but you can see something happened to them. But that's the difference. Actually, I think them over in that pots, one's a Florida 91 and one's a Bendita, which is what them are right there, is Benditas. You're gonna see me harvesting this okra in another clip, but I wanna go on and tell y'all this morning, if y'all remember the last video, that okra didn't hardly have a leaf on it, and it was about 5 foot tall. Well, right after I did that video, I took my loppers and I just cut them all off. And you see what's happening. I thought it had something to do with the cold nights, but these things done come back to life. Like I said, y'all see in the clip here in a little bit how much okra I got yesterday when I harvested that. But topping them sure done the trick. Topped them and let them just start new growth. Now my mustard greens over here, they looking good. I had them watering yesterday evening, and 3:30 this morning, my eyes popped open and I said, I think I left that water on. Well, they got a good soaking because they got watered all night long. Now down on this end, the turnip greens, or the rutabagas, I mean. They're a little behind the mustard greens, but for some reason on this end, they don't grow as well as anything I plant on this end. And I think it has something to do with that tree there. It must suck up more of the water. But I don't know, because right there's got the same tree sitting right beside it. But it always, every year, whatever's on this end don't grow as good as what's on that end. Well, guys, I can't remember if it's been about 3 weeks ago since the last video, garden video. But after that video, I took my loppers and I cut this okra. It looked so bad. I just topped it all off. And this stuff come back to life. There's a bowl full of okra. And it was picked about 4 days ago, I think, when my wife harvested the other day. But it amazed me how fast, just by topping it, y'all, if y'all remember, some of you watch all my videos, it wasn't hardly a leaf on there, and I said it was still making okra on the top and stuff. So I just took loppers. You can see right here where I just cut it off. Went through here cutting all the main stems off. And it started back growing, and now it's producing okra again. And we right here going into the 2nd week of October. All right, guys, got us a pan of these tender mustard greens. Now I'm calling these tender mustard greens because that's actually the name of them. I get them from the local feed and seed store, and they call tender greens. It's some of the best tasting mustard greens that we just love. Last year we couldn't get them, but you can cut them like this. That's how I harvest my greens, is with this little sucker here. You just got to watch out and keep your finger out of it. I nicked my finger this morning getting the lettuce, and that grows right back. I done harvest a half of that bed the other day for a little mess of greens, and you see it done growing back. It wasn't quite as high as this side, so another 2 weeks this will be ready to harvest again. Guys, this here is the easiest way I found to harvesting leaf lettuce or greens and such. This here is a little 20-volt lithium battery powered saker, little mini hedger. And it does good. You just got to remember not to stick your finger down there too close when you're holding the leaves, because it will cut your finger off. I got mine a little nick this morning. But this is the easiest way. I like growing leaf lettuce. I cut it like this and then it grows right back. But I'm collecting us a bowl this morning. And I got some other little greens over. I'm gonna clip a few leaves off with to mix with these lettuce here. And have us a fresh salad tonight, since I got some little tropical sunset tomatoes over there to go with it. I'm gonna get a few of these lettuce leaves right here to mix with the salad, just to mix up a different types of lettuce. And that's enough to go in that salad bowl. As you can see, the peppers is doing way better in the fall than they did for the spring. They just loaded down. Look at all the blooms. Now that one there's just got mostly blooms and starting some little peppers. There's a bigger one up in there. But they all that way. They just unload it back down with blooms, and that joke there done got about 6 foot tall. But this one down here is the one that's just loaded. All up through there, just loaded, loaded, loaded. That's sure what it needs to be picked. These are some of the ones. See, they didn't get no size to them. But now that we're getting cooler, maybe they'll get bigger before they turn red. Even though them are small, they're still good eating. Eggplants is the same way. Which they done pretty good in the spring. You can see they get loaded back down for the fall. Several under there. More blooms up top. Making some small ones. And a little fairy tale. You can see it's getting loaded back down with blooms. But the only thing is now we in October. Last year on October the 15th when we got that freeze that morning and killed all the peppers and tomatoes and all that stuff. The Swiss chard putting on a lot of beautiful new leaves now that it's getting these cooler nights. Red Russian kale. I'm about to get all the bug damaged leaves off and getting new leaves. I still got a few down here at the bottom. That was the ones that was bug damaged, and I had to give it a good treating. And now that it's cooler, I told y'all it would put on new leaves and be looking good before I start eating it, which I did clip some of these leaves off this Red Russian kale and a little bit of that prism kale and a little bit of that rainbow chard to put in my salad. Y'all seen? I just planted me another bed of lettuce over here. It ain't popped yet. It ain't been planted but a couple days. And I went ahead and planted this little bed in some spinach. I know I said I was gonna have some empty beds, but I decided I'd just go on and plant some more, because the spinach and lettuce over in that first bed I done for some reason ain't doing so good. So we just planted us another bed of spinach. This one here is some Vidalia type onions. I just planted seeds. I think I see a few of them starting to pop. The reason I went on and planted these seeds because I ain't sure if the corner market's gonna be able to get them onions she got last year. Something about her supplier, so I just went on and planted me some seeds, start my own.